Hello everyone, this is Meenu Thakur, faculty at Delhi University. So in this session we will cover the chapter of communication, which is a very important topic as per your syllabus given on the SEBI website. So this is very important for, not for only SEBI exam but also for others exams like RBI grade exam 2020. So let's start with the communication. So in this session we will cover few important topics related to communications, like what is communication, process of communication, types of communication, levels, barriers and tools of effective communication. So what is communication? If we talk about what is communication, it is a process of exchanging, or we can say the transformation of share of information, or we can say sharing information among people. So for communication there must be two people, so that the information would exchange among people, and it is very important function of management, because while working as a team in the organization it is very important to have systematic communication, so that everything will be processed in a systematic manner, or in the same manner which is demanded or which is required by the organization. So in the process of exchanging, if we talk about exchanging information, which also covers ideas, information, thoughts, feelings, emotions. See what happens generally if we communicate with anyone. So we are not exchanging information, we are also exchanging our data, our thoughts, feelings, emotions through various kind of mode of communication or channel of communications, like verbal communication channel, non-verbal communication, speech, signal, writing, behavior and so on. So this is all about the process of exchanging. So if we look at the process, exact process of communication, first there are two parties which must be there, minimum two parties must be there. One is sender and second is receiver. So how it proceeds? First, sender will give message, which is also known as encoding, because whenever sender wants to send a message or information or idea, anything else, he or she requires the code of message, like in what way message has to be delivered. So this is, we can say, it is encoding. Once it is written, once it is designed by sender, then sender requires channel, mode of channel, like how it will be conveyed to receiver, like whether he will use verbal method, written way, oral way, or non-verbal method like expressions and so on. So this is channel. Once it is decided by sender the mode, the exact mode of channel, then it reach to receiver. Definitely while receiving this message, there are a lot of barriers will come which create hurdles in between transforming this message to receiver. But this is a subtopic of this communication which will be covered in this session. Once it receives message by receiver, he or she will decode the message. Decode means understand the language of message which is sent by sender. Then definitely he will or she will give a feedback with the mode of channel to the sender. Then the process of communication would be finished, would be completed. So we cannot say like anything, if anything is communicating or conveying by sender, then it is known as communication. No, until unless it is received by receiver, or sender get a feedback from receiver, then it is known as communication process. Next we have types of communication. This slide will cover the channel of communication. See, when people communicate among with each other in a number of ways, then definitely they require some particular channel of communication. So basically this communication channel divided into two parts. One is verbal communication and second is non-verbal communication. So let's start one by one. Under verbal communication, what it means? It refers to the form of communication in which message is transmitted verbally. Verbally means by word of mouth and a piece of writing. So both things will be come under this verbal communication. First is orally and second is written. So again, let's start. Let's understand oral communication. It can be done with the spoken words which are used by the two parties in the process of communication. It also includes like face-to-face communication, like right now I'm speaking to you all guys. So this is this is a kind of oral communication. Conversation must be there, speech, telephonic conversation, video, radio, television, voice over internet. So these all are the examples of oral communications. Then we need to understand some advantages and disadvantages. If we talk about advantages, then definitely the most important advantage of oral communication is quick feedback. See, I said earlier, like communication cannot be completed until unless sender receives the feedback from the receiver. So this is a very important task in the communication process. So the most benefit of oral communication to bring quick feedback. This is a very important part of this oral communication. Next advantage is in a face-to-face conversation, by reading facial expression and body languages, one can guess whether he or she should trust what's being said or not. This is a very important task which we always observe in the organization. Next, we need to understand the disadvantages of this oral communication. That is, sometimes it happens like in a face-to-face discussion, users is unable to deeply think about what he is delivering. So this can be counted as a fault. Sometimes it happens, someone else is talking about something else, but receiver is perceiving something else. So this is again a disadvantages. Next, we have written communication. When we talk about written communication, definitely it must be using some signs, symbols, or written on a paper. Like communication has done in the organization through various mode like email, letter, report, memo, etc. This is again a type of communication mode. There are advantages and disadvantages. If we talk about merits, like it can be edited and revised, definitely. Like if I'm communicating, I'm delivering this video lecture to you, this is a verbal communication. Once you understand my lecture, then definitely you will understand, but maybe it would happen if I would not provide you written. That's why I also use the written communication while providing you the PDF file, so that after watching this video you can also having the notes, so that you can read again and again. Whenever you have any doubt in the notes, you can read the notes. You can also want to add something more important information in my notes. You can also do this thing. So this is an important advantages of written communication. The message can be edited and revised. So it can, and one more point I would like to hear, like it provide record and backup, so that if something is in there in written form, then it can also be reused in future. It can be recorded. It can also work as a backup. So this is an important benefit as compared to oral communication. Disadvantages is like it does not bring instant feedback. See, this is a very disadvantages of written communication. It never gives the immediate feedback. Suppose if in an organization, manager has managers send some information through email to the subordinate. First subordinate will get the mail, then he or she will reply. So it takes usually time, so it never bring quick feedback. This is a negative point of this written communication. Next, we have non-verbal communication. This is again a major type of communication. Non-verbal means when you are not saying verbally, either in the form of oral or in the form of written. So here whole communication process is depend upon some expressions of non-verbal, like gesture, body language, posture, tone of voice, facial expressions. So these all are the mode of non-verbal communication. So in all these examples of non-verbal, the most important task of non-verbal is body language of speaker. You know, whenever speaker or sender wants to send message, but receiver is focusing on sender's expression, body of language, it happens generally when sender is saying something else but expressing something else. So there is a mismatch between the delivering of message and expressing the body language. So with this mismatch, definitely the receiver will get confused, so the communication process will be vanished. So this is a negative, we can consider it as negative of a non-verbal communication. In this non-verbal communication, there are three elements, like first, speaker must be there, and when we talk about speaker, definitely his appearance, his or she's appearance, hairstyle, neatness, use of cosmetics, it does matter somewhere. Surrounding, room, size, lighting, decoration, everything must be there, because it creates an environment, because everything communication depend upon non-verbal. So this is, we can say, a kind of link with the virtual communication in indirectly sense. So this is all about non-verbal communication. Again, we have a sub heading of communication, that is levels of communication, like intrapersonal, interpersonal and local. So let's start one by one. When we talk about intrapersonal, intra means when you are talking with yourself only. So this communication occurs in your own mind. It is the basis of your feelings, biases, prejudices and beliefs. Like sometimes we generally talk to ourselves. This is again a level of communication. This is known as intrapersonal. Next we have interpersonal. Interpersonal, again it depends, again it is happening between two people, minimum two people. Examples are when you are talking to your friends, a teacher and student discussing an assignment. So this is a two-way communication. Next we have small group communication. See, these all topics are very important for your MCQ, so please listening very carefully. When we talk about small group communication, it is a communication within formal or informal group or team. So it is not happening in the formal organization structure, but it is also adopting by informal organization structure. So this is a small group communication, right? Next we have mass communication. It is the electronic or print transmission of message to the general public. So this is a mass communication when sender is covering whole public in a word. That is your mass communication. So here communication is not conducted between two people, more than two people. Like examples are book, newspaper, billboard. So these are the examples of mass communication. Television, film, radio, these all are the mass communication. Next, what is communication and barrier? Barrier is very important part of your examination point of view. So we know communication is the activity of conveying the meaningful information. It requires a sender, a message, and an intended recipient, like receiver. So barrier is what? Barrier means obstacle. जब हम communication करते हैं, when one person is giving the information to other one, तो उसमें क्या होता है, कुछ hurdles आते हैं. जैसे कि मान लीजिए अभी मैं आपको एक लेक्चर डिलीवर कर रही हूँ, मैं बोल रही हूँ, आप सुन रहे हो, लेकिन ऐसा हो बीच में एक ऐसा हर्डल आ गया कि नेटवर्क चला गया, ठीक है, आपका जो टॉप ऑफ है वो खत्म हो गया, तो क्या होगा कि मेरा कम्युनिकेशन आप तक पहुंच ही नहीं पाएगा. दिस इज अ टाइप ऑफ बैरियर. Huge barriers come across the communication process. So let's start one by one, which are very important for your examination point of view. So types of barriers. Barriers like physical barrier, cultural, language, emotional, gender, organizational barrier, perceptual barrier. So start one by one. Next, physical barrier. इट इज जस्ट हैपनिंग। अभी मैंने जो आपको एग्जांपल बताया कि मैं आपसे बात कर रही हूँ और सडनली नेटवर्क चला जाता है, दिस इज अ टाइप ऑफ फिजिकल बैरियर, ठीक है। और फैक्टर्स क्या है, लाइक डिफेक्ट्स इन मीडिया, डिस्ट्रैक्शंस इन इन्वायरमेंट, लाइट चली जाए, सडनली लाइट हैज गॉन, डिस्टेंस, ignorance of medium, physical disability. Physical barrier means which can you see, you can observe easily, this is a physical barrier. जैसे कि प्रीवियस स्लाइड में भी देखते हैं कि इसमें क्या है कि यहाँ पे दो लोग हैं, एक ने अपना हेडफोन लगा रखा है, वो दूसरा बोल रहा है, उसे कुछ सुना है। ऐसा कई बार होता है ना हमारे घर में कि मम्मी बुला रही है पीछे से, लेकिन हमने ईयरफोन लगा रखा है, वो बोलते जा रहे हैं, हम सुन ही नहीं रहे हैं। तो इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ एग्जाम्पल ऑफ बैरियर, दैट इज योर फिजिकल बैरियर। नेक्स्ट वी हैव कल्चरल बैरियर। इट ऑल्सो हैपन्स लाइक इट कल्चर प्रोवाइड्स पीपल वे ऑफ थिंकिंग, वे ऑफ सीइंग, हियरिंग, इंटरप्रेटिंग। इफ communication is going on between two people, but these two people come from the different culture, different their languages, so definitely the fruitful communication, the fruitful transmission of information would not be happen clearly. Like factors are there like diversified cultural background, as I said you, दोनों के अलग अलग कल्चर है। लैंग्वेज एंड एक्सेंट से बहुत इशू आता है। मुझे एक बात याद है कि जब मैं हॉस्टल में थी तो देयर वाज अ माय रूममेट हु बिलोंग्स टू मणिपुर, तो उसने मुझे दैट टाइम आई हैड फीवर, यू नो, शी ऑफर्ड मी ग्रेप्स। मैंने उसे बोला कि मेरे को ठंडा है तो मुझे नहीं खाना है, मैं बीमार हो जाऊंगी। तो व्हाट शी परसीव्ड, अरे कि मैंने उसको गंदा बोल दिया, तो शी फेल्ट वेरी बैड, शी हैज स्टॉप टू टॉकिंग मी। तो मैंने उससे पूछा, देन शी रिप्लाइड कि तुमने मेरा ग्रेप्स को गंदा बोला। मैंने बोला मैंने तो ठंडा बोला था। सो दिस इज अ एग्जाम्पल ऑफ एक्सेंट। हम बोल कुछ और रहे थे, सामने वाला इफ समवन इन फ्रंट ऑफ पर्सन हु कम्स फ्रॉम द डिफरेंट कल्चरल बैकग्राउंड, देन डेफिनेटली वो कुछ और परसीव करेगा। तो सी दिस इज अगेन क्रिएट अ बैरियर इन दी process of communication. Behavior, nature, religion भी different था। she was Christian, I was like I'm Hindu, तो वो थोड़ा सा barrier create किया। Next, how to overcome cross culture environment, have a true knowledge of your counterparts culture background. If sender is giving any message to receiver, then definitely he or she must understand the language, the environment, the cultural environment of the other person, so that the same procedure would be followed by sending a message to receiver. Conduct effective environment. So this is all about the approach to overcome the cultural barriers. Next we have language barriers. Yes, it happens. It happens a lot of time in front of us. Like this is an inability to converse in a language that is known by both the sender and receiver. Suppose there are two people, right? One person is expert in Punjabi language and second one is expert in the like Malayalam language. Then definitely if these two persons are using their local languages while communicating with each other, then definitely the communication would not be fruitfully existing in the workplace. Because we have to understand one thing here, we are covering this communication lecture which is totally related with the management, and hence it is known as managerial communication. We have done motivation, we have done leadership, these all role plays by whom? Manager, employer, right? तो एम्प्लॉयर का सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट ये है, इफ ही और शी वांट्स टू मोटिवेट हीज और हर सबऑर्डिनेट, फर्स्ट थिंग शी मस्ट और ही मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड द वे ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन। सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट बात है कम्युनिकेशन। अगर हम अपनी बात को सही अप्रोच से नहीं रख पा रहे हैं, डेफिनेटली वहां पे कोई एक्टिविटी रन हो ही नहीं सकती है। तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का अगर काम करना है, बिकॉज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लार्ज नंबर ऑफ पीपल आर वर्किंग देयर एज अ टीम, इफ समथिंग और वो टीम में ही कम्युनिकेशन जो है बैरियर्स है, देन डेफिनेटली द अल्टीमेट टारगेट ऑफ अचीवमेंट ऑफ टारगेट ऑफ कंपनी विल बी विल बी फार अवे, बहुत दूर चला जाएगा, अचीव नहीं हो पाएगा। लैंग्वेज बैरियर में आपको मैंने बता दिया। नेक्स्ट वी हैव फैक्टर्स, क्या क्या है, मल्टी लैंग्वेजेस, रीजन, इनएडिक्वेट वोकैबुलरी, इंटरप्रेटिंग डिफरेंसेस। अब इंग्लिश अगर उसमें कॉमन लैंग्वेज यूज हो रहा है बट वो भी अच्छे तरीके से नहीं हो रहा है, तो वहां पे कम्युनिकेशन प्रोसीजर विल बी नॉट वैलिड। Next, emotional barrier. This is again a very important barrier which may influence your capacity. See, emotional state क्या होता है, somewhere it is very important part while communicating with anyone, because it may influence our capacity to make yourself understood and hamper your understanding of others. Suppose अभी मैं आपको पढ़ा रही हूँ, right? I know the content of communication, but somewhere I unable to express, कुछ मेरी लाइफ में अभी कुछ ऐसा इमोशनल स्टेट मेरे माइंड में, समवेयर आई एम हर्टेड, समवेयर मुझे अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, तो इट विल डेफिनेटली रिफ्लेक्ट वाइल कम्युनिकेटिंग विद यू गाइज। सो यू विल डेफिनेटली इजिली पिक अप दिस थिंग, और आप लोग को लगेगा कि आज मैम थोड़ा ढीली ढाली थी, वाई इट इज हैपनिंग, ड्यू टू इमोशनल। सो दिस इज अ टाइप ऑफ इमोशनल विच रिड्यूस द इफेक्टिवनेस ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन प्रोसेस बिटवीन अस। तो ये कहीं ना कहीं एक हडल क्रिएट करता है। मैनी टाइम्स इट ऑन आर पार्ट और द पार्ट ऑफ द पर्सन यू आर। और ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि ऐसा नहीं है कि इट हैपेंस विद द सेंडर, अगेन इट हैपेंस विद द रिसीवर। वो इमोशनल स्टेट में है, इमोशनल टेंशन में है, बात कुछ और समझनी थी, मैसेज कुछ और था, बट द पर्सन हैज परसीव्ड समथिंग एल्स। So this again create a hurdle as barrier in the effectiveness of communication. Next there are factors causing emotional barriers like insecurity, mistrust and stress. These are the emotional barriers. Next, how to overcome. How we can overcome this barrier? Emotional motivation, commitment to change, peers और mentor support जो हमारे साथ वाले हैं, वो मोस्ट ऑफ टाइम दे यूज टू सपोर्ट अस, टू मेंटली सपोर्ट करते कि नहीं नहीं यार ऐसे नहीं है, यू हैव टू बी स्टे स्टेबल, यू हैव टू बी पॉजिटिव, सो डैट योर एवरीथिंग विल बी डन इन योर हैंड इन अ पॉजिटिव मैनर। सो दीज आर द थिंग्स थ्रू विच वी कैन ओवरकम द इमोशनल बैरियर। प्रैक्टिस एक्सप्रेसिंग रिकॉग्निशन, क्योंकि अगर हमें पता है, सपोज हम किसी से बात कर रहे हैं, एक मैनेजर बात कर रहा है अपने सबॉर्डिनेट से, अब उसे ये पता चल गया कि सबॉर्डिनेट के एक्सप्रेशन ऐसे हैं कि वो कहीं ना कहीं ठीक फील नहीं कर रहा, तो इट इज अ ड्यूटी ऑफ मैनेजर, इट इज अ मोरल ड्यूटी ऑफ मैनेजर, सबसे पहले उसको सपोर्ट करे, मेंटली सपोर्ट करे, ट्राई टू हिम और हिज कम आउट फ्रॉम द इमोशनल स्टेट, bad emotional state, so that the person, the receiver, the subordinate receive the message in the same way which is sent by the employer. Next, जेंडर बैरियर। ऐसा होता है कभी कभी, जैसे कि अगर टॉप पोजीशन पे वुमेन आर प्लेस्ड इन द टॉप पोजीशन इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, यस इट इज, I know it is these days people are accepting these things like gender equality, but still it is not achieved fully in the nation, especially in India. If we talk about our country, अभी भी कहीं ना कहीं ऐसे है, if women are doing best on their hand, if they are competing men, if they are getting good position in the organization, the lower position men, especially men, feel somewhere their ego hurts. It happens, it is natural, I know it is natural, but people have to manage these things before thinking like she is a woman. They have to think she is a human being, and she just working as a manager, as a employer, as like us in the organization, and performing well on the task. तो ऐसा होता नहीं है। अब वुमेन है तो सबॉर्डिनेट में मैन है, तो वो उस बात को समझने की कोशिश करेगा ही नहीं। क्यों? समवेयर उसके माइंड में क्या चल रहा है, वो जेंडर का बैरियर चल रहा है। नो नो नो, शी इज अ वुमेन, हाउ कैन शी गिव मी ऑर्डर, हाउ कैन शी शी कैन गिव मी डायरेक्शन, हाउ कैन शी मोटिवेट मी। तो ये इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ जेंडर बैरियर। Next we have factors which cause these gender barriers: fear and shy, environment, misunderstanding. It happens. How to overcome? द प्रोसेस ऑफ ब्रिजिंग द गैप कैसे ओवर कर सकते हैं? फर्स्टली वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड वी ऑल वर्किंग एज अ टीम इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, नॉट एज फीमेल एंड मेल. This is the best, I can say the best solution for this, for overcome this barrier. Next, organizational barrier. It is relate with this, sometimes relates with the organizational structure. अगर उसमें structure में if it is a centralization structure in the organization, definitely it hampers. जैसे कि इसमें है all the internal factors which block the process of communication are known as organizational barrier. Some such are like factors are already have been discussed, like restrictive environments. ये हमने डिस्कस किया ही है कि अगर मान लीजिए if there is organizational structure adopted by the organization like a formal structure, highly formal structure, top to down, और कोई नीचे जो है bottom में if someone wants to deliver a message to top management body, but due to adoption of the highly centralized organizational structure, then definitely the person cannot communicate the message, communicate the information to the top management body. So this is a type of organizational barrier. Next, we have factors like status relationship, one-way flow, organizational structure, rules and regulations. Just I have explained to you. Next, we have perceptual barrier. This is very important part, not in organization matter, even it is matter in the general life of all of us. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि सामने वाला कह कुछ और रहा था लेकिन दूसरे ने समझ कुछ और लिया. क्यों ऐसा हुआ? क्योंकि हमने अपना एक परसेप्शन क्रिएट, परसेप्शन मतलब परसेप्चुअल मतलब परसेप्शन. सो इट इज अ वेरी कॉमन पीपल इफ वी सेट समवेयर आवर ओपिनियन विद द फॉर पर्टिकुलर पर्सन इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन or in our life, then definitely whatever he or she send message, whether in a positive manner, but definitely if we set position in a negative manner in our mind, then definitely the person's positive message will be converted into negative message. तो ये एक बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन होती है कि जब हम अपनी चीज़ें सेट कर लेते हैं, नेगेटिव ले लेते हैं, तो हम अपनी प्रेफरेंसेस चुन लेते हैं, वैल्यूज, एटीट्यूड. सो दीज ऑल थिंग्स कम्स अक्रॉस द कम्युनिकेशन इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सो इट इज़ अ वेरी 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 बैड फॉर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस ग्रोथ. Factors are like difference in understanding, difference in perception of reality, values, attitudes and opinions. These are the factors. In general, overcoming barriers, like कैसे हम barriers को हटा सकते हैं, कैसे हम जो hurdles आती हैं communication process between sender and receiver, how we can reduce, how we can overcome. Like planning ideas must be there, different perceptions जो है that must be clear. languages का जो difference का एक issue है that also must be come with the common language so that both parties can understand easily. वर्बल और नॉन वर्बल में जो दिक्कतें हैं वो बहुत फ्रूटफुली होना चाहिए. while sending a message to receiver, sender must understand the comfortable way of understanding by the receiver. That is very important part. अगर हम किसी से कोई बात कर रहे हैं, we must understand जो सामने वाला इंसान है वो कैसी बात को किस तरीके से समझेगा. रिसीवर की जो है, रिसीवर कैसे कैसे बैरियर्स को कैसे हटा सकता है, उसकी क्या ड्यूटीज है. लाइक पेइंग अटेंशन. सबसे पहले वो उसकी लिसनिंग पावर, डेट लिसनिंग पावर ऑफ रिसीवर मस्ट बी स्ट्रॉन्ग. सो वाइल टेकिंग इंफॉर्मेशन, वाइल रिसीविंग इंफॉर्मेशन, ही मस्ट पे अटेंशन. Active listening, open mind, overcoming prejudicial judgment and emotional constraint. तो उस वक्त उसको एक्टिव होना चाहिए. लाइक वेन एवर यू लिसन माई लेक्चर, यू मस्ट बी इन अ स्टेबल पोजिशन, यू मस्ट बी पॉजिटिव. तो तब मजा आएगा ना, तब पढ़कर सुनकर सारी चीजें दिमाग में फिट होती जाएंगी. ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का क्या ड्यूटी है? चूजिंग राइट मीडिया, ओवरकमिंग नॉइज बैरियर, सिंप्लीफाई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर. So with all this, communication process will be effective. tools are there for making effective communication like be brief. सबसे पहले जो हमारी आइडियाज है, जो ट्रांसफॉर्म इंफॉर्मेशन हो रहा है, that must be very clear, that must be very brief. Manners using I, like be positive, it has to be positive. Listening power must be there must be strong of receiver. Spice up your words, clarity, pronunciation, all these things, all these are be effective to make effective communication. Next we have what is information technology. It is given in your syllabus of SABI कि IT क्या है. If we talk about this IT, it is the application of computers and telecommunication technology to obtain, process, store, receive and receive the data in the form of voice, pictures. See, these days we are adopting the various channels, the various mode of communication, but all these communication mostly depend upon the technology. Hence we need to understand IT, which must link with the communication. So this technology which can process raw data into useful information. It can also recycle processed information and use it as data in another processing step. It can also pack information in a new form, so it's easier to understand and more attractive and more useful. अभी जैसे मैं आपको क्या होता था, पहले कैसे लेक्चर्स डिलीवर होते थे, क्लासरूम में बोर्ड है, ठीक है, मार्कर से. अब nowadays what people are doing, they are like me, if we talk about myself, I'm making PPT, I'm also taking up some pictures which makes you attractive while listening this lecture, so that easily you can, while listening this lecture, you will not feel boredom at your room, at your home. So this kind of a part of technology which we are using to make effective communication in the organization. Because if this also very important, अगर organization की बात करें तो वहाँ पे भी various mode of technology people are using for effective communication. Next, uses of technology in life, as we know very clearly we can understand this thing कि क्या क्या इसके uses हैं. हम सब इंफॉर्मेशन यूज़ करते हैं. टीवी भी एक टेक्नोलॉजी है, आपका मोबाइल टेक्नोलॉजी है, ये जो वीडियो लेक्चर्स है, दिस इज ऑल्सो टेक्नोलॉजी पार्ट. सपोज अब ये अगर इतना ऑनलाइन क्लासेस नहीं होता, सपोज क्या होता, अभी तो लॉकडाउन सिचुएशन में you people would never, you people unable to continue your study, continue your learning skills at your home. So this is a technology which must be there, which must be adopted by every one of us as a basic necessity, so that we can grow ourselves in a very better manner. Next we have importance. It is a very easy thing, you can take a glance, easily you can understand. Next we are just end up this lecture. I try to cover each aspect of communication. If you have any doubt in the communication chapter, you can ask in the comment box. So at the end of this session, please like my channel, subscribe, share, so that it can also motivate myself to bring new chapters for you guys. So till then, stay home, be safe, good day.